Yo, what's up guys? Welcome to another Shamshir Sound video. My name is Ali Nadem. In today's video, we're going to keep it short. It's going to be a very short tip regarding synchronizing your song on the playlist on the grid perfectly. So a lot of times when we're working on a track, sometimes we're doing a remix and we notice that later into the song, maybe something doesn't sound on the grid. It feels like it's not quantized. It feels like it went off tempo, off sync. And this can happen for a variety of reasons. Sometimes we don't have the correct BPM, and I recommend look at different sources for the BPM, Beatport, whatever website. Use your own determination. Let FL Studio also check for the tempo. Another case can be sometimes you'll have tracks that they have a bit of a flow with them, so they're more like analog. They're more true to nature. Maybe they're evolving in BPM or changing in BPM, or they're a strange BPM that's it's kind of hard, and you might get it in sync first, but then near the end it kind of goes all over the place. Here we're going to talk about, let's say you have a track that is, in this case, Migos Narcos is 125 BPM, and my project, I'm going to set it to that 125. So let's just settle and think that, let's just set an example that you know the BPM of the song, you have your project at the right tempo. So this really doesn't cover a situation where you have those weird anomalies where like someone's track is some weird BPM or you don't know what it is, or is changing up and down in BPM. This, we know it's 125. And so the tip that I want to share with you guys is that, firstly, you always want to make sure that you zoom in nicely, hold control and use your scroll wheel, zoom in. I also recommend, now my camera might be blocking it, but at the top right of your playlist, right below the X button, you can increase the size of that too. I recommend get a nice size there so you can get a good view. And you're going to want to zoom in and click the snap to grid and take that off. Click it on none. And the thing is, we want to take a look here, right? At first glance, we'll be like, okay, well, the transient is right there. But, do we want this? Do we want that? It's also a good idea to look at the notes after the fact, because it's a bit harder to look at this, but it's much easier to look at this snare drum right here, which is probably snare drum. Something, whatever that is. Those transients, you might not get the ability to synchronize it perfectly through that first impact. But the tip that I'm going to share with you guys that I did in my series, the Migos Narcos remix series, is just go ahead and loop a segment like this, 4 bars. I recommend looping 4 bars. And I'm just going to play this back. And what you're going to want to listen for is you want that loop to be seamless. So think of a DJ that uses like the CDJs, the Pioneers. Think of a DJ using Serato or Tractor. If he was going to loop something and he looped it like this, right? What is it going to sound like? It's probably going to sound messed up. Let's listen.
Narco, got dope like narco, got dope like narco.
It's clearly evident that it's being looped, but not seamlessly. So by seamless, I mean that beginning to end should sound congruent. So when you guys loop something like this 4 bars, again, I'm going to go to none, no snap. Find that sweet spot where you have a seamless feel. So let's listen to this.
Narco, got dope like Paco. 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 Narco, got dope like.
So you see what I mean? Now it's sounding seamless. When we listen to this,
Narco, got dope like Paco. Narco, got.
Now the word is kind of cut off, but the percussive elements are seamless. Because if we took this and we moved it just a bit ahead,
Narco, got dope like Paco.
See, it has that little click at the end, but having it looped will allow you guys to really perfect the loop. And when you perfect the loop, you don't have to make it amazing, but when you get that loop to the point where it sounds seamless, then you know that your song is aligned to the grid, synchronized to the grid, such that I should be able to come right here and synchronize here, and it should sound congruent and sound glued.
Bucky in the jungle block hot like a sauna. Bucky in the jungle block hot like a sauna. Bucky in the jungle block hot like a sauna. Bucky in the.
See, this is a better example, and if we move this up just a bit,
Bucky in the jungle block hot like a sauna. Bucky in the jungle block hot like a sauna. Bucky in the jungle block hot like a sauna. Bucky in the jungle.
it has a bit of a delay. So different types of problems for different areas that get looped. but you can see there that it has a really big impact. When you guys go ahead and loop it, it's really going to help you. So let's go ahead and listen to this one last time.
Monkey in the jungle, block hot like a sauna. Monkey in the jungle, block hot like a sauna. Monkey in the jungle, block hot like a sauna.
It looks good, it sounds okay, but let's come back to the beginning. And again, this is really not going to be a solution if you guys have one of those rare tracks that goes up and down in BPM or has a weird kind of, it's like an acoustic track or something. But let's go ahead and loop this 4 bars.
Narco, narco, got dope like Barco. 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 Narco, got dope like Barco.
You can see if you moved it a bit too much to the left, it starts cutting into the next phrase. If you put it a bit too much to the right, like so, see what happens.
Narco, narco, got dope like Barco. Narco, got dope like Narco. Narco, got dope like Narco.
In this case, then it's not going to start right at that impact. So I hope this tip will help you guys out. When you guys are synchronizing songs to your playlist, go ahead, throw it in, find the correct BPM, set your project to the correct BPM. Go ahead and make sure you're on none and fine tune it with a 4-bar or maybe even an 8-bar loop. I would recommend 4-bar loop and fine tune it such that the loop sounds seamless. And once you get that seamless, it's really going to help you. And a tip like this will help a lot for you guys that are like looking at an impact and you're like, where do I start? Is it here? Is it there? You know, is it a bit in front? Because sometimes it can be difficult. But by looking at a bit of the song in front of it and also by looping 4 bars, it's going to help you guys in terms of synchronizing it to the grid. So I hope you guys liked this tutorial. If you guys enjoyed it, remember to smash the like button. Make sure to drop a comment, hit that subscribe button as well. The next few videos, I'm wrapping up the Narcos remix. So it's going to be a master, mix and master video. There's going to be a Z Game editor video where I show you guys the visuals. And I'm also working on some of your comments. I know one of you guys said make a dubstep video, make an old school hard electro track video. So I'm going to be working on those as well. And I'm very excited to finish those. You guys have an excellent weekend. Take care.